Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a Facebook group. So this is the cheap, easy way of creating membership groups on Co-Kinetic, and if you want to charge for them, and creating a kind of clinical or content or an education-based community. So I'm in the new layout of Facebook, and in order to create a new group you just click this plus sign. If you're in the old layout you should just be able to click the menu by your name. It's quite similar, and you get a drop-down menu sort of similar to this, but it's not the same as that, and you would see in there create group. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now, in order to create our group, I'm going to create a group for our webinar. So I'm going to call it how to monetize your therapy skills online. Now, privacy. So we want to make this a private group, so we're going to click that private option, but we have to make it a visible group. We can't make it a hidden group, so this is really important. You need to make it visible, so it means that people will be able to see it but they won't be able to join it. And then we're going to just click create. It's that simple, and you'll be taken to a page which is your group link. Now this URL that you can see up here is your link to your group, and this is the link that you're going to post into the Co-Kinetic site, which will then be sent to people who join your community. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of work tidying up images on here. Okay, so I've pulled an image in here. What I did was I went and got a set of images of different sizes, and I just went and found one which was roughly the right pro or ratio, so it's the ratio of height to width. Now I didn't want it to come in short or sort of too narrow, so I've put in, what I did was opened the image, and you can see it here. Actually it was this image that I changed, this 851. It doesn't matter too much. I went in here and I went and clicked adjust size, and I typed in 1640 there. As long as you've got scale proportionately on, it will scale the side, the height, to the same scale as the width, so it doesn't distort anything, it doesn't squash anything or make anything look weird. So just you need to make sure that you do scale proportionately. I went and Googled what the optimum size for a Facebook group cover is, and it's that 1640 by 846. So equally I could have gone and put in 846 here, and it just would have made, let me just show you now, 846, it just would have made this extremely wide, which is fine. It will come in, it should look absolutely fine in Facebook, but as it stands, it worked fine doing the 1640. You can use LunaPic, or you can use you probably have a version of the preview tool. This is just a standard Mac freebie piece of software. When you open, if you don't have any other image software, which I don't have on my computer, it opens in this preview tool, and you've got the adjust size option there. When you've opened an image, you'll probably have a similar thing on the PC or on Windows, and equally you could use Canva as well to do something that's a bit more custom. So we've pulled that into Facebook, it looks fine. I clicked save up here to save the image, and that is literally it. Now let me explain to you the privacy reason why we set it as visible and not hidden. We have to do that because the only way otherwise you can invite somebody into a private hidden group is to actually use this invite button, and in order to do that you've got to be friends with them. So there's a few steps more there which just kind of make it more difficult. So what we did was we set it, so you set it to visible. It means that people will be able to see your group, but they won't be able to read anything on it. It does mean that they can apply to join, in which case you could send them to the sign up page for your webinar or for this upsell or this community. So you can create those pages through Co-Kinetic. You could just have a sign up page which is join our membership group, and you can send them to that link. So if somebody does apply and they aren't somebody who has paid on Co-Kinetic, then you can just go and send them the link to the payment page, and they can then go through the payment process. So what happens is that when somebody actually makes a payment and buys this community group through Co-Kinetic, it will pop up in a to-do list, and I'll record another video on that, and so you will know that person is pending as a member. They then get the link to apply to join this group. You would then get a notification saying so-and-so has applied to join the group. You go into Co-Kinetic, you check that they are somebody who has paid up and they've got a sort of valid subscription or membership, and you just click approve, and that it's that simple. So there's no cost involved. It's a very simple way to manage a group, and I will go and record some more videos showing you how to manage the subscriptions on the Co-Kinetic end.